My name is Michael Johnny, Manager of Knowledge Mobilization at York University. And I'm the facilitator for today, and I've been given two tasks. Keep us on time. Yeah, there's 0 for 1. Number 2, keep us on track. That being said, I give you my word that we will finish promptly at 4 o'clock today. The additional 10 minutes will be made up at a strategic point in the day. A little bit of background and a couple housekeeping items before we get going. Firstly, I want to acknowledge a hardworking group of community leaders that have helped to put this event on today, and I won't single them out, yet they are interspersed amongst all of us. Having attended a couple of the planning meetings, I was quite impressed with the whole notion of why are we here, why are we doing this? And the one quote I want to share is quite simply, we need to connect to create the community we want. And that connection, that relationship building is going to be critical today. Also want to share that this is really the start. This is the start of an ongoing dialogue and discussion. This is not a one-off. But given the nature of the topic, a funders roundtable, I really want to acknowledge the elephant in the room and acknowledge the fact that for some people, if you've got a really strong advocacy hat, this could be a little, there could be a little discomfort. The elephant in the room, quite simply, is that there are many agencies that are really struggling with funding concerns that are immediate. Moving away from the notion of us and them, I think it's important to acknowledge that all of us will have to change a little if we're to work better together. So if we view today as an opportunity to move toward a collective vision, then we can look at the how, sort of the process for today. Let's really try and look at focusing on the assets. And while we acknowledge that the status quo is not okay, this is an opportunity for us to redefine our relationships. And again, it's not just simply between the funders that are present and the community agencies, but within agencies as well. So some values for today that I'd like to ask if we could consider as we move forward with our discussions. Number 1, honor. We're all active members of the community, and while you've come here in a professional capacity, you are also caregivers, volunteers, neighbors, and ultimately service consumers. So we all have a vested stake in our conversation today. And the second value, respect. Certainly there will be an opportunity for everybody to talk, but there will be an opportunity for everybody to listen as well. And I'd really like to ask if we could just maintain a really constructive tone for our conversation today. Lastly, a few housekeeping items. Washrooms are located just outside of the double doors here, through the hall and on my right. Evaluations, and I'll refer to this again after lunch. There's evaluation forms that are on the front desk. I'll make sure they're distributed. We would kindly ask, no matter when you need to leave, and if some people need to leave early, that's quite okay, but please take the time and fill out the one-page evaluation form. The continuous improvement process is very important for the work that we're doing.